Alright, so what's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're gonna just break down two of my trades which I took on my sneak account. I think you saw how much profit it was in the thumbnail. I will also show the MT5 which I could do right now. So if you look real quick, you can see that this is the first MT5 right here. So this was Euro USD, and then this is for gold, and I will break down both the trades. So let's get right into it, right? So first of all, on Euro USD, let's go to the 50-minute time frame. You saw that, okay, we had this big push up, obviously, from, I don't remember what this is, but it looks like FOMC since it was 8 p.m. So we're obviously in bullish structure, right? So we left behind this 50-minute area of demand, which last week I actually longed from this area because I was breaking off here. Got a nice trade, which made me pad like my phase 2, I think. So we have left behind a lot of liquidity on the way down, right? So we stepped down a lot of pips, which is like, I think it was like 130 pips, 120 pips. So we're looking for buys, obviously. And where are we looking for buys? From this area of demand. As you guys know, I take the first up candle for a demand zone. You can watch my previous videos. I'll put the link below for the playlist. But so price came into this area of demand, which actually during market open. During Friday, right? This is during Friday. We had a nice reaction. What did we have? We had first the slow lows, then we had a break structure session to character for the upside. Price came and retested the area of demand. Now, obviously, at this time, you're not entering in trades. Then what we see, market opened, what kind of sub these lows, broke structure to the upside, chopped around for a little bit, and then it came for a retest, right? Retest into this area of demand, right? And once we came into the demand, what I simply looked for was a 1 minute chalk flip, right? And we did get the 1 minute chalk flip right here. So we had this, and then we had this. So I got a very good entry. But I actually did scale in as well, right? So if you look exactly at my entries, which is seen right here. So 964 was my third entry, and then 991, which is going to be right here, right? So 991, I had another entry, okay? So then after this work day we have, I was like, okay, we're having nice continuation right here. So we had a small 1 minute break of structure here. So what I was thinking was, okay, I have this area of demand. I'll wait for a 1 minute chalk flip, which was exactly right here, right? We purged this low and then we broke the high. And once we did break the high, I entered. My second entry was 0.25, right? 0.25. I entered again. What did I do? I trailed all my stops to here, right? So if I did get stopped out, then I would, get stopped out on this position with a little bit profit because the other trades were running in profit. That's why it's 60 lot sizes. 100K 60 lot is quite a lot, but we do have to realize that this is Asia and the pip value is very low, like 2 pip stops, which is very, very minimal. Then price just continued to brush up and hit my TP. So this was a total of like 11-hour trade. I made around 8K. So the average risk was like 0.8, 0.9%. Kind of like that, okay? So that is the first trade on EU, right? But this is a simple continuation model. 15-minute demand zone with the bullish structure. Price comes in. We look for confirmation. Inside the 15-minute, we had a nice 3-minute confirmation that the structure wanted to change. Obviously, I could have held longer, but making 8% on 100K for the first payout is always very, very good. So, I didn't really care too much about price going higher. Eventually, my initial target was like this area of the supply here because we did have a lot of liquidity build up. And eventually, price did go there, but well, it is what it is, price sometimes you just have to take profit early because it also could just reverse for me easily. And you would have lost like 8K there. And maybe I have some psychology issues, some overtrading and stuff. So I'm just glad that I took profit here. So that was around 11 hour, right? So let's get into the gold breakdown now. So this is the gold trade. What we saw was, again, gold did kind of the same as your USD. If we go on to the 15-minute, this is actually like a 5-minute demand zone, right? Because gold had that big spike. This was also FOMC. So we had this big push from 1980, and I cannot pass the phase 2 here as well. Actually, phase 1, my bad. So gold pushed like 80 pips, right? 800 pips, my bad. And we had no real significant area of demand. So I wasn't really favoring long on gold. yet because, I want to press pull back. I had this one marked there and I had this one as well. So I was looking for long for either one of those. And that's a price step in right here. But then you see we had obviously a chop flip. So what do you have? You turn it low and then you break the highs. So that is a nice chop flip. As you guys know, that is a very big entry criteria for me. After that goes on, we simply look for entry confirmation, right? So let's go on to the 1 minute and see. Price came in to the area of demand right here, which could have been a nice entry, but I was not on the chart. I was actually playing Valorant, kind of crazy. But yeah, so price came in. It did have the chop flip. So if you had an entry, like let's say worst case right here, that is still a decent entry, right? That would have been your trade. Obviously, you would have targeted a little bit higher because, your entry is way better than what I had here. But anyways, I was looking for continuation bias. Actually, I was looking a bit right here, right? I was a little bit skeptical to enter here because this is a really small break of structure with a really small demand. But the reason why is because if you're looking at, we have a lot of liquidity built up first of all, right? If you look at the 3 minute, it will be a little bit more observing. We see that we have this triple top right here, like trend line liquidity. We can also see that this is a small area of supply. And why is this? Because, the smart money people which are trading like retail patterns, I've heard once that MBB trader, if you guys don't know him, he said that SMC people still trade retail patterns as SMC because they have no higher time frame or multi-time frame structure or whatever. And it actually makes sense because if you're just trading the 1 minute all the time, it's kind of useless. So this is how it's looking like. So looking, okay, we have broken this area, which was a significant, because like we were jumping around here for like 20 minutes, right? Obviously the pip value are not much, but since still the same scenario, right? It's still the same thing. Anyways, we had a break of structure. Price came to retest the area right there. Came again actually right here. But what I did see was, okay, we have broken structure here, right? We did break structure here. I was actually looking at the 30-second because we are such in a low pip value that I was like, okay, let me look at the 30-second. This is not a liquidity sweep, obviously, because if you look at the 1 minute, like there's no liquidity to actually sweep here because the main liquidity would be here and here, which was my initial target. Obviously, I targeted less because of the spreads. I don't want to get, a TP, but then not full TP. Actually, in this first week, I didn't get TP, so I was kind of pissed, but then the price eventually did go to TP. So what I did see was, okay, price broke structure, tagged in on the 15-second, right? It gave confirmation on the 15-second, as you can see, a small change of character flip right here. So this was the low, and then you break it. On the 50-second, it's a little bit more fast, so you got to be very aware. Then I just took a market execution right here. This was full TP, right? But if you look at my MT5, you can actually see that, okay, I entered with 2.8 lots once again, right? And the reason being was I wanted to enter again, but the thing was that I didn't really get, let me check. So yeah, so what happened was, let me go to the 15-second real quick. So my first entry was right here on the break, right? So I entered on the break, first of all. That was my first entry without the retest. And then the second entry was on the retest. But since the leverage is low on funding pips, you can't enter more than, I think, 15 lots on gold on 100K. So I couldn't really enter with more lots. I wanted to enter an extra 10 lot, which would have ended a little bit more profitability with this. But then price just hit full TP for a 3-hour trade. So in total, this was a 14-hour day. Let me also show you guys the trade Della so you guys can see the statistics and stuff. This will also be a nice showcase for you guys that you can see that, okay, we have significantly nice profit. I mean, obviously it's a 100% winner because I only 3 trades. Obviously, it's not very realistic, but still it's, still a nice statistic to have. So let me load up TradeZella real quick, and I'll be back with you guys. So here we have the TradeZella dashboard. As you can see, 11.8K, 30% win, 100 win rate. Obviously, only traded the Monday because, if you're getting a 5-figure payout, I don't think you should be trading anything else. Looking at extra statistics, I don't think there is really looking much because if you look realistically, it's only 3 trades. There's not really much to look at. This was obviously a fresh live account. I will also show the funding pips dashboard real quick so you guys can also see it's 2 live accounts. I didn't merge on purpose so I can trade this separately. So let me just blur out the account numbers real quick, like element, right? So that you guys can't really find the account number or whatever. You never know what some people do. Last time I had someone go to the support with my account number and ask weird ass questions. I don't need none of that. So this is the first one right here, as you guys can see. Wait, let me drag it real quick. So this is the first dashboard, right? So you can see here 108,000 as you know, master account. If you know that it's a payout for a master account, it's always a payout for master account. But as you've seen, well, no trades here, only one trade, 60 lot used. Average trades per day 0.42. That makes kind of make sense. But yeah, funding bit, that's also nice. Looks a lot like TradeZella, so that's also very nice. And then let's go to the other dashboard real quick, and let me show you guys that as well. So this is the other one as well. You can see, well, I changed it real quick, but 103K, blah blah blah, account type, evaluation master, whatever. So yeah, just awaiting these payouts. I will be posting them on Twitter, and next week I also got an interview with Finnick Pubs, so Finnick Pubs was fun. Well. So yeah, that's it guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.